Seth Rollins is an idiot. Greetings, wrestling fans! Welcome back, and today we're going to be talking about a decent episode of Monday Night Raw. It gives a small thumbs up to me. It was a little enjoyable, not nothing to be like, wow, this was an amazing episode. But it was tolerable, this one. But anyway, let's talk about the show. We began with Seth Rollins. He seems to be the Roman Reigns of Monday Night Raw. He always starts off the show. That ain't a bad thing though. I like me some Seth Rollins, and I like seeing him dance to his theme music. It's really funny. He really must like Visionary. He really must like his theme song to always dance to it every single week. And the crowd must love it too, for them to go, whoa, 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 whoa. The crowd must love it too, because they sing along to it. Seth came out to announce that he will be using his contract that he won in that Fatal 4-Way ladder match at the Day 1 pay-per-view. Down since Day 1! At the Day 1 pay-per-view, at the Day 1 show, beginning of the new year. Then, following that, Seth Rollins had a match with Finn Balor. It was a good match. And Seth would score the win. Finn would get the advantage early on by attacking him at the start of the show, but if you can't win a match like that, then, well, that just really tells you. Riddle continued to annoy Randy Orton by telling him to dress like him, and even come down to the ring with a scooter. I swear to God, I do not want to ever have an image of Randy Orton coming down to the ring in a scooter. And sure as hell, Randy Orton doesn't want to do it either. Riddle then puts a wig, basically a wig of his hair, on his head, which was absolutely stupid. And Randy Orton tells him to take it off his head in 2 seconds, and Riddle quickly takes it off his head, which leads to RK Bro successfully, unfortunately, retaining their titles against Dolph Ziggler and Dirty Dogs. The longer these two remain together, the more I want these two to break up. Seriously, I love Randy Orton, but can we just end this RK Bro stuff? Please? Please, Vince? Please, Vince. Please end this RK Bro shit. This isn't funny. I'm not laughing at any of the stuff they do. It's not funny. I laughed at Team Hell No because it was funny. I laughed at the bar because it was funny. This RK Bro stuff isn't funny. And some of you may say, well, maybe it's because it's Randy Orton and you don't like Riddle. Well, A, yes, it is because I don't like Riddle, and B, I don't find Riddle funny. Randy Orton isn't the type of person to do comedic stuff. And then we had the down part of Monday Night Raw. Do you want to know how to make your Monday Night Raw episode bad? This is how you make your show bad. Number 1, you bring back Edge. And here's number 2 on how you make your Monday Night Raw bad. You bring back The Miz. There's only one more key to that puzzle to make Monday Night Raw completely unwatchable, and I'll let you guys figure out who the third key is to make the show completely unwatchable, and you guys can take your guesses. Yes, we had a segment with Edge and The Miz. The Miz came back after losing Dancing with the Stars, and also Maurice was there, so I guess it was cool to see Maurice. Other than that, pretty standard segment, two of them going back and forth. And I find it funny how Edge mentioned the CM Punk MJF promo. And this is why I don't like WWE mentioning AEW stuff. Because whenever WWE mentions AEW, You get all those little AEW fanboys and all those little triggered AEW bots all on social media, getting all upset, all offended, rah, 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 getting all angry that WWE mentioned All Elite Wrestling, when All Elite Wrestling mentions WWE possibly nearly every single episode on their shows. Maybe if CM Punk and MJF didn't make too many WWE references, maybe WWE wouldn't have bit back. People say WWE never acknowledges other promotions. Well, there you go. They just did acknowledge AEW, but then we had a meltdown. We had people saying Miz and Edge were trying way too hard to be CM Punk and MJF. They weren't trying to be CM Punk and MJF. They were trying to be Miz and Edge. That's what they were trying to be. That is the only thing I will defend about this segment. That is the only thing I will defend about this segment. AEW constantly talks shit about WWE. Constantly. But when WWE ever decides to do it, oh no, now it's the end of the world. Oh, it's on! It's a war now! Please, enough of this war nonsense. Enough of this war nonsense. It's seriously irritating. Also, I guess I didn't mention it, but Liv and Becky Lynch had a contract signing. Their segment was pretty cool. Liv Morgan showed what happened between Charlotte and Becky when Becky was crying backstage about Charlotte, how they used to be friends, how they almost died in a car crash together and all that stuff. Trying to expose Becky's weaknesses, and they're going to have their title match next week and setting up a 10-man tag later on tonight. That's really all you need to know. It was a good segment and a good promo. This is what I need. This is what I need from the women's division. So then following this, we had the Street Profits versus the Alpha Academy. I've now seriously given up on Vince McMahon ever making the Alpha Academy a serious contenders for the Raw Tag Team Championships, because Vince McMahon clearly doesn't think they are championship material if this is how they're continuing to be booked every single week. AJ Styles came out with sunglasses on, pretending to be blind, pretended to be blinded by the smoke that from the fire extinguisher. This led to basically a complete total failure. AJ got busted, and the Street Profits ended up winning the match. Then we had Damian Priest defending the United States title against Apollo! And this ended horribly for Damian Priest. This ended horribly for Apollo Crews. The Damian was unleashed, and sayonara. Reckoning that is it. Damian's been an alright champion. He hasn't wowed me with I still say Sheamus was a better champion, because Sheamus continued to put on banger after banger after banger. Damian Priest hasn't been putting on banger after banger after banger. Sheamus may have less title defenses, but more great matches. More great matches equals makes you a better champion in my eyes. So Damian is nowhere near Sheamus' level yet. And I know a few people will disagree with me on that. We had our first No One Cares match, and that was Rey Mysterio and Dominic defeating the Hurt Business's Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin. Man, MVP really isn't with man. They're called the Hurt Business, but Bobby Lashley and MVP are not even with them. How is this a Hurt Business reunion if they're not even there? Whatever. Then we had Team Liv versus Team Bets, all the babyfaces of Raw versus all the babyfaces of all babyfaces of Raw versus all the heels of Monday Night Raw, sorry. And this led to Team Liv scoring the win, Liv Morgan pinning Tamina. I kind of wanted to see Liv pin Becky, to be honest, because I thought it would have made sense to the story. And throughout the night, Seth Rollins was panicking over Kevin Owens because Kevin Owens was telling Seth that he was going to be added to the Day 1 title match if he beat Big E. And that's exactly what happened in our main event. Big E versus Kevin Owens, and Kevin Owens won by disqualification because Seth Rollins was a big fat idiot, got triggered, and got mad that Kevin Owens kept attacking him out on the outside. Seth Rollins went into the ring, caused a disqualification, and then he throws a little temper tanty that he got Big E disqualified and that Kevin Owens got added to his title match. Well, maybe learn to control your anger next time, Mr. Rollins. And that is all for Monday Night Raw. That is all I've got for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that thumbs up. Be sure to like and subscribe and all that other jazz, as I like to say. And also, if you guys are not notified when my videos goes up, be sure to hit the notification bell and make sure to set it to always on. That way you'll be notified, in case if that has been happening to you lately. Alright, see you guys next time.